Okay, made it back in from Germany late last night, so back to the main grind here. So I wanted to share with you guys a very interesting, what I find to be quite interesting sort of set of facts. And so we often hear about saturated fat being a major problem with regard to, say, cardiovascular disease. We always hear about, well, saturated fat is going to give you cardiovascular disease. And here's the thing. First of all, there are many types of saturated fat, so it's not as simple as that. But in the United States, and I compiled this list, it's taken from USDA data and talks about the sources of saturated fat in the U.S. diet. The number one source is sandwiches, right? So the definition of a sandwich is literally two pieces of refined grain, right? Some bread, which you put something on the inside, and then after that it goes into dessert type products. So, cakes and cookies and ice creams and things like that. And then we start talking about things like lasagna dishes, pastas and things like that. And so pizza, 5%, you've got like potato chips and savory things and things like that. Condiments, spreads, yogurts, which, again, there's a dairy component, but often yogurts are often, as you guys know, added sugar and things like that. And so, interestingly, only 4% of our saturated fat in the United States comes from actual unprocessed meat, steaks, chicken, seafood, things like that. So the rest of it, and a few eggs are 3%. So, but if you add all like the unprocessed meat, eggs, dairy, it's only about 15%. So 85% of our saturated fat is coming from basically, junk food, pastas, snacks, desserts, things of that nature. So you have to put things in perspective. And so I just wanted to share that because to me that was mind blowing. You would assume, well, everybody's getting all their saturated fats coming from red meat. That's what we hear about, but it's only 4% of all the meat, and so red meat is a smaller percentage of that. It's probably closer to about 2%. So again, it's important when you actually contextualize. What is it? Is it the saturated fat, or is it the fact that saturated fat served on a piece of bread? Anyway. Let me know what you guys think about that. I thought it was a really sort of kind of mind-blowing statistic. And again, we see the sort of nuance that is there when you actually dig a little deeper. All right, guys, I got to go do a meeting. I will talk to you soon. Bye-bye now.